What's up, my good people? This is your girl, Miss Good News, and we are here with your boy,
Prez.
And
your boy, Synphany.
All right, y'all, we got a guest on today.
Special guest.
Woo, clap it up. Let me clap.
Yes.
So we are rocking it in here right now. With you want me to give them your government first, or you want me to give them your stage name first? Which one?
No government, only Adrian Nyce in the building. That's nice with a Y, not an I. NYCE, host of the Mouthin Out show, and many behind the scenes of many other.
Yes. This man is incredible, y'all. I'm so excited, y'all. Look at cheese. Get the twinkle in my tooth, you know, that type of thing. So we are here and we are going to chop it up with him. This is The Bottom Line with WLJZ 107.1 FM radio. Y'all, we are streaming live from YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to all the channels, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. So, man, where do we start? Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Okay? We ain't gonna start all the way from the bottom, but we're gonna start from your feet.
My feet.
And starting with your feet, this man here ran 2,500 miles.
2,500 miles, 10 states across America, from South Carolina to the Hollywood Sun.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's more than amazing.
That's amazing.
I feel like Forrest. I want to run. Was it that moment?
I mean, so it was a bunch of things added up. I think at the time I was like a young filmmaker. You know, when you're an independent creator, you don't have resources, you don't have money. You look at what you can do. And at that point, all I did was run and I did film. So it was like me just tripling down on my strengths.
Wow.
So, I'm like, I can get someone to do it, or I can do it and just film it. And then we got the product, and then we, distributed the product.
I love it. We don't want to leave Prez out. Prez is over there in the corner.
No. I'm good. I promise you.
They don't even know.
Right, they don't even know.
So my thing is
what's up?
I'm a sneakerhead, so I automatically, when you was talking about running, I just wanted to know what were you running in. I'm a sneakerhead.
That's
actually
a good question. Pre-run, our plan was to run we had to get, I think, 5 to 6 sneakers. Because after 500 miles, you're supposed to get rid of your shoes. You're supposed to switch up your shoes.
Knowledge.
So I only had 2. So one pair I think had like 1,700 miles or something like that, and then the other pair had like 600 or 8.
Wow.
So you saying it like it's some tires on your car or something, bro? Like dang.
Wow.
And that's the real deal.
I don't think I ever wore out no shoes that much.
Man.
I mean, they can definitely go like longer than 500 miles, but like, you're supposed to switch it out.
And the average runner doesn't really run that often, because I don't think I'm an average runner. I think I'm under an average.
It's really your soles. It's the soles in your shoes. That's what's really important.
Right.
If you change those out, your sneakers will last longer.
Well, when it comes to running, I'm an underachiever. I don't think I've really ran on purpose. Like it's either a dog or somebody or something like that's really got to inspire me to run. Other than, I did have a competition between my kids because my son swore he could beat me.
Did you?
So I won. Okay. I made sure I won that. I was hurting.
Don't let him win that.
Nah, but I had to make sure that my son knew that I could run faster than him, just in case he getting that whooping, I can get him.
See, that was that one time, only one time right there. But that's some good knowledge right there about the shoes. And then if you think about it, 500 miles, like that's a lot. I mean, that's the. See, okay, this is a man. Hold on, now this is a man that say, so 2,500,000 miles or 20.
No, 2,500,000 is ridiculous. But like, it's all about being consistent, like we were speaking about earlier. Being consistent,
right?
Like doing something like that, or even just a smaller amount. You can't really focus on. Okay, hey, I have a. You can't look at it like 2,500 miles.
Right.
You have to take each day one step at a time. Right. Okay, I have to do this mile. I have to knock out this mile. Each day we ran from like 25 to 30 miles a day. So just focusing on that and then making sure I got that done.
How did you mentally prepare for that? Like, I mean, I know you sound like you had to knock like a little bit at a time, like an elephant. You eat an elephant a piece at a time, right?
Well,
but how do you prepare for
jerky.
that?
You can't.
Right.
You can't. Even when you think you're mentally prepared, you're not prepared. Because honestly, now when people ask me would I do it again, it's just like, damn, I know what all it involves, so I kind of cringe at it. But me not knowing what it involved ahead the first time, that's probably why I did it, because I didn't know.
Wow.
So you were all excited about it at first, right?
Oh yeah.
And then once you got into it, you're like, nah, we're not doing this again.
Isn't that life?
Let me tell you, those first 2 weeks, it's like a bruise all over your body. I couldn't run anymore. I had to step. I had to throw my arms to kind of like just step forward and keep moving. Like, it's indescribable pain.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, and that goes along with, like I was talking about this morning. If you knew, sometimes it's better not to see the full picture of what it is, like that you have to do, like the details, the process, because you'll be like, nah, I don't want to do that. But the end goal is your focus, and that's what keeps you grounded, kind of,
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I don't ever see myself doing that.
With the right motivation.
I'm gonna do it with you. I would do it with you.
Come on out. Come on.
Yes.
You never know what'll happen in the near future. Come run a couple of miles. Run from, I don't know, Charlotte to Atlanta. Is that too? No, that's too far.
Oh my God, we're gonna do it because you know what? That's reframing the mind. If you want something great, you got to do something great,
Definitely.
And that's just that. So
no matter what it takes.
And no matter what it takes, and that is awesome. So what does it take to be nominated for some awards? See how that gel together?
Let's get into that.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I think it has to do with working hard and just being aware at what's going on. Mm-hmm. Like, because a lot of people, they're super talented, but they might not have the work ethic. Or they might have the work ethic and they're super talented, but they might not know how to get exposure, or they don't take the time to see what's going on. Like, if you don't, if you don't go looking, you won't ever find it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot. So what awards are you nominated for? Because it's 2, right?
Yes. So right now we're nominated for 2 awards. One in this contest called Best in the Nest. It's hosted by Queen City Nerve. They're like a magazine or publication out here in the Carolinas.
Wow.
Podcast of the year 2020. We got 3 other competitors. I'm feeling good about that one.
Y'all go and vote. Where can they vote? Where can they vote at?
So that one actually ends tomorrow. You can go to Adrian Nyce, ADRIANNYCE, and vote for that one. And the other one is Queen City Awards. Definitely go check that out. Tap in.
That's major, man. I said our city. I'm gonna say our city. Why? Because we so close. Like, Salisbury. We had a Salisbury, but Charlotte and all these other surrounding areas. It's Carolina, man.
Carolinas.
We have to stick together. But that is amazing.
Appreciate it.
How do you become number 1 podcaster? Like, because so many podcasters are
number
coming
1
out.
is opinionated.
Yeah.
That's an opinionated question.
I feel that.
Everybody has their own opinion. Me, personally, what makes you number 1 is the amount of work you put in. That's just me personally. Like, we started this podcast this February, and so far, we already hit over 250 interviews, and it's just about staying consistent. Not that makes me number 1, but just for me to feel satisfied with what I've done and feel good about my time that's spent on this, I need to put out a lot.
Wow. Now that right there, let's pause for that conversation. Okay. The bottom line, let's just say that we really need to, like, if you are invested in something, give it your all. Be diligent. Or why do it at all?
And I also just think it's where you are in your life too. Like, this one is just on the ground, so like we kind of need to be every single place in people's faces. If it was more established, I probably would put more effort into the look of it and everything. But I know, like, the desk. People are going to remember the desk. If they don't remember me, they going to remember that Mouthin out there.
I definitely, it's in my head right now. I can see the mouth. Yeah. You know, I can't do it, but you know, it's mouthing out. Like, that is a good thing.
Chico, he said y'all got it from Six Flags. Y'all want to go get a spray painted from Six Flags.
Yes, exactly.
That was funny.
Shout out to my boy, Iltech. He's the spray painter. He's the painter. He does a lot of graffiti work and painting work.
Man. So you support a lot of people. I can tell, man. This man is so humble. I had the pleasure of meeting him. Not here, but before. And before, let me tell y'all a little funny story real quick, okay? So, before, I had like this hand, for all the ones that's watching. Okay, this hand right here to my left was not done. Like, all my nails had popped off. Ladies, y'all know what it's like. Don't play. Okay, then this hand, some of them was on there, you know, except for one. So I like had 4 nails, and I was like hiding that hand.
I was like, what she got in her pocket? Like, what?
Why is she standing like that? And then I went to explain it to this man. You know, he's so humble and supportive.
I thought she had like a broken finger or something. Like, that's why she not wanting it. But it's a nail. I'm like, come on.
He was like, let me see. So at the end of everything, he was like, I want to shake that hand.
Yeah.
The one you was hiding. Let me see it. So I got my nails done. That's the moral of the story. Got my nails done. But guess what? He still treated me the same the first day and today. So you're so humble.
Appreciate
so
that.
Awesome.
Appreciate that.
So we're going to go to a quick break with some music, and then we'll be back.
All right. We are back. This is Miss Good News of WLJZ 107.1 FM, and your boy
Prez.
It's your boy Synphany.
Y'all know Synphany in the back, you know, doing the work, all back there working. Y'all will see him if y'all keep watching, because, you know, behind
I
the
sprinkle
scenes.
myself in there every now and then. Look, you see me, and now you don't.
Yes. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel, WLJZ 107. Bleepers. Okay, WLJZ 107.1 on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on IG. Y'all make sure y'all follow this man Adrian Nyce, because he nice with it, and that's with a Y and not an I.
There we go.
Oh,
look, you got it. Definitely follow me on the gram, and follow the show Mouthin Out on YouTube and on the gram.
Speaking of YouTube, give us your channel, please, and thank you.
Yeah, it's Mouthin Out, MOUTHIN. We got like 1,730 subscribers, which is not great at all. You know,
there's always room for improvement.
That wasn't sarcasm.
Hey, it's better than those that got 5.
Like, that's not sarcasm.
You know, that's our channel now, and
that's awesome.
So, kind of speak to some of the content that you guys curate.
So on this channel, I manage a number of channels. On this particular one, so this one's for the show. We have our interviews. We have our one-on-one interviews, our event streams, which are kind of like 4-hour, 5-hour longs, but you'll see like, you know, our commercials, our videos that we have in between. You'll also see like the Running for Film trailer and everything on there.
Right.
I did have another channel when I was doing music videos and stuff, but YouTube deleted that shit because I wasn't following, you know, their protocol.
Yeah, YouTube, they'll get you. They changing their rules and regulations.
Nah, you got to really pay attention to that stuff because, like, for me, since I was shooting music videos for a lot of these rappers, that's where their music video was hosted. So if they have like 20,000 views, then my channel's gone. Now they looking at me like,
oh yeah,
where my video at, bro?
Right.
Wow, I ain't think about that.
Wow, yeah, you're right about that. Read the fine print, ladies and gentlemen.
It's difficult
Well, you
being
know,
a videographer out here in these streets.
yeah,
For
man.
real, man.
Cause he's doing a lot. You doing a lot, like Adrian Nyce. Okay, so I'm reading a little right here. He has film background, right, and a degree in filmmaking, and he's won awards and he's nominated for awards. So like, let us know about your video production company.
So at first it was called Black Forest Films, and so we won a Queen City Award for videographer of the year. That was for the entire body of the work.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And then I have just awards for films that I've done, long form, short form films, and for music videos. Just won some awards at film festivals and stuff like that. And then, like I was telling you, when I went on that run, I kind of just wanted to change up the name and change everything up.
And the name is
Imagidine. Imagination and dynasty combined.
Yes, I love it.
Think with your imagination first. Think with your imagination.
Yeah, that is.
I like that. You got me over looking. Look at my face. I went into a zone.
Nah,
like, yes, I like it.
Ordinary people think inside the box. Extraordinary people think outside the box. But here at Imagidine, there is no box.
Wow.
I like that. Look
Captured
at that.
me.
Did you see
It captured
it?
me.
No.
So, being that you are a filmmaker, which is your favorite project? If you had to categorize your life body of work, like this the only representation that anybody ever had to see to represent you.
Dang, that's a good question.
That's deep.
I want to ask that for you, Preston.
Okay, I got you.
That's hard, bro. I can't even say, because even though, I don't know, probably this mouthing out stuff. Just because being in the film industry is hard. Making films is hard because unlike a singer, a rapper, a photographer, they can do stuff right then and there. But if you're making a film, you have to take 6 months to a year to 2 years to even come out with something. And then by that time, your idea that you wanted to do is probably in the
obsolete.
So
or changed.
it's different.
Wow.
I don't think I can imagine working on the one same project for that long and then keep the same thought that I had at the beginning. You know, my ADD, ADHD, whatever you want to call it. By that time, I done invented something new.
Exactly.
Working on this film, I done came up with a new way to hold the camera or something, and then I'm running with that. That's just me. But I don't think I could stay focused that long. You know, if it was my project. Now, if I'm working with somebody on their project, you know, I'm good. I got you.
Right.
But I think if it was my particular project, it would have changed so much.
That's why it's such a discipline. Like those people, you know, that are making those movies, that are in theaters, trust me, they like have spent 10,000 hours times 5 working on their craft.
Before you even get to the actual filming part, like you already ran so much stuff going into it, from the script writing to
every single
actually like storyboarding every single part into getting into that point.
But you have to think out your entire film before you even shoot. You have to think out your entire film.
Yeah, because I learned something. Okay, nuggets. Let me know if I'm right now. So they write their ending before the beginning. Like, do they? Some people write the end.
I'm sure
of
some
the
people do.
before.
It's probably preference.
Okay.
But I mean, for me, how I work is if I'm working with anybody or I'm writing a script, I just tell them to write everything out in their head down in paragraph form before we even go to script.
Wow.
And then from there, we just kind of fill in the blanks with dialogue, action, and everything like that, and then convert it to script format.
So how has it been working with other people? Like, are they as disciplined as you are?
Heck no! Like I just was working with this dude. I gave him like the homie price on making this script, and he just didn't get it. He wasn't patient. I'm just like, bro, this takes time. Like, you don't understand. Like, we're trying to. It's ridiculous,
man. Like, so y'all listen, you people that want to be actors and actresses and writers and directors, all this stuff, understand that this is a process. You cannot be a microwave person in this industry, because that's what I'm getting from him. Like,
if you do, everybody's just gonna talk about you.
Yeah, because you won't have no good work. Like, some things really take time. A cake, no matter how quick you put it in the oven, you still have to wait for it to bake. Like, it's still gonna take time. And so, man,
I'll give you an example of someone who shot a quote unquote microwavable film. Fall from Grace was shot in a week span.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it was shot in a week span. But if you're, I think that was Tyler Perry. A Fall from Grace.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry, man.
If you don't know that it was shot in a week
don't
span,
get me started on that.
I want him to get started.
If you're not a filmmaker or a film like a connoisseur, you don't know that there's holes in the story.
Hella hoes.
That you don't understand. It don't piece together to look right, but it's there. It's there enough so you get context, but not enough that they're like you don't really like question it.
Let me say, I thought it was just me. I was never going to talk to anybody about it because I'm like, how dare you speak on the great Tyler Perry? But I'm like, bro, I'm missing it on his film.
You can't say that because there's no. Something's not adding up. How can you have all of this money to make the biggest studio in the entire world?
Man, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
But then put out films that are so
subpar, below
such
subpar.
A disrespect to the art.
Like, bro, I feel like at some point he could just go to the hood and get some of them actors that he be having in his films.
So is that what it was? Is it?
No. He had a star-studded cast. That was the problem. Like, that was the problem. It was Felicia Rashad. Like, you know, a lot of those actors that he like, there were a few like this was their first movie or you know a few things, but you have the Felicia Rashad. Like there's no way you can half step with that.
I think
and Cicely Tyson as well, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, she was in
so
it.
Like you have two of the goats of acting. Like
I think a lot of what it is he just wants to be in control of a lot of stuff, and he doesn't want to relinquish and delegate.
Maybe that's what it is. I feel like
suffering for it.
I feel like a lot of the films that I've seen that I don't like, the ones I don't like, I feel like the actors aren't at the level of his name to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, dang, this is Tyler Perry. I feel like everything should be, and that might be me. I push for greatness, and I push and I push, and I keep put. Yeah, I feel like it might just be a lot of hype. I hate to say that, man, because you know he's Tyler Perry.
He got that
Oprah
endorsement.
But you know what? You cannot. Yeah, you know what?
I can't knock his grind though.
You can't knock the grind, but like even though it's Tyler Perry, we are all human. So sometimes we do find ourselves a little faulty. Okay, so and that may be the case.
Stars.
Like that may be the case. But the great thing is people like you that can see that. Because some people who don't do, you're not a director, you don't have any, you know, inspiration or aspirations to be a filmmaker. You wouldn't know. You'd be like, oh, I'm just watching another movie. You know, you wouldn't see it. But
yeah, maybe it's like me listening to music. I critique a little harder than I used to back in the day.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that. What they say, like a mathematician, they see numbers. You know, a chef see.
Well, I'm seeing a 35 mil. I need a 35 mil.
Yeah, so you know, Prez threw that name out there. You know,
I'm just saying.
A fall from his grace, right there. You know?
No, I mean I'm very critical of all of his films. Like I'm very critical.
He needed.
That's why a lot of other film directors in the industry don't like his films because he doesn't take the time to, you know.
Yeah,
maybe he's rushing.
I ain't in that, man. I ain't in the room with the man. So.
Yeah,
no.
Maybe he's just rushing. Maybe he's just rushing.
I do know a few people who are like, you know, kind of
shoot.
the background people for at some of the events that he's at, but
But how is that now? How do you deal with this? Because like you said, maybe he's at a point where he does not want to relinquish, control. Because when you are creative, you get like tight. You be like, nah.
But all of the greats they understand the magnitude of delegation.
It's bigger than him,
right?
But everybody right?
Okay, true. But if you look at the companies who went farther, those are people who delegate.
Yeah.
If you look at Steve Jobs, in the beginning he was a constrictor of everything. There was nothing that didn't happen without him being involved, singularly involved in every step and aspect of it. Once he got to a better stage, he understands that in order for me to create technology and platforms to go in with what the technology that we're releasing, I have to relinquish that control to someone else.
He's not the best at everything. There's always going to be people in certain areas that are better than you. So there's no point of me if I like with editing. I'm a great editor. I'm an all right editor, but there's some people that just solely focus on that. There's no point of me doing that if I know this guy. He's an expert at it.
Right.
Let me just break him off some, so the project will come out better.
Sounds like you share.
Just make it.
Yeah. So I learned this.
It makes sense.
Right.
I learned this from I was at some conference. The lady said either you're the best at it or you hire someone that is the best at it.
There you go.
When you're running a company. So she was like, I can do administrative work, but that's not my passion.
Right. Yeah.
So I will hire someone who does know how to do administrative work, and that's their passion. They love that. Like that's the epitome of who they are.
And if you ain't got the money, that's cool. But we talk about Tyler Perry.
Right.
Biggest studio in the world, Tyler Perry.
Right, that's
endorsed
true.
by Oprah, Tyler Perry.
That's the bottom line. We got to tell the truth. We got to tell the truth now. You got to delegate, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. Spend a little bit of money to get the best work. But I know for a fact that it is hard for people to do that. And then I think the other reason is Synphany and Prez, we were talking about, people are so scared to lose it. They think that somebody else is gonna come and do it better than they already doing it, and that's sad. Like,
but it's always somebody.
It's always
somebody grinding hard. Like, either you're grinding so hard that you don't realize that it's somebody grinding like just as hard as you, or if not, trying to take your spot. You just got to always look at it like you got to continue to focus on your grind.
But
it's all opinionated,
right?
Like I was saying, they're better opinionated. Like that's just perspective of people. Like with whatever you do, like you just have to find your audience, find the people who are going to gravitate towards it, and then push it.
Yeah, because I don't ever want to be in a place, and I hope people are just come away from the place where their perspective is somebody's gonna be better than me. I teach my children this, right? Nobody can be better than you being you. Like, you are who you are. That's it. Like, you can only be better than yourself. You can never be better than the next man because you're not them. You can only be yourself first and then be better than you were yesterday, that was good stuff.
That was good. I think it's time to just go back to some music, real quick.
Yes, and then we're gonna come back and play a game because Mouthin Out, they play games. We got a little game. Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank. Okay, let's do it.
All right,
we'll be back.
It's all right. Let's join our little break.
I'm excited to see what this looks like. That was good.
What is your birthday?
I'm February 8th. February 8th. Aquarius. They're all.
All right. We are back. This is your girl, Miss Good News, and your boy
Prez.
It's your boy Synphany.
Y'all, this is the bottom line. We are here with Adrian Nyce, and he's so nice. He's so nice, ladies.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Treat the ladies.
You know what I'm saying? We got a question for you later. Before we get into that fill in the blank, okay, we want to just ask him a few more things, because this man does so much, man. Like, he is truly not just busy, okay? He's productive. So because he's productive, he has a lot going on. So for him to be here, you know what I'm saying? We so appreciative. But so I told y'all before in this conversation that I met him with the nails. You know, you remember the nails? Okay. I met him, and where I met him was at our studio, actually. And he was doing the indie. Just give it to him so I won't say it wrong.
So we have a show called Indie Charlotte Live, but it's based off of our music charting website.
Indie Charlotte Live.
Yeah. So we have a music charting website called Indie Charlotte Music Charts, where think of Billboard's 100, the Billboards, but for the Carolina area.
That is so dope.
So people, artists can come submit their music. It moves up and down our list. If you make it to our top 10, then you come on our show, or we talk about your music that makes it top 10.
Man, y'all can't tell me we don't have nothing in North Carolina. Y'all playing with it. How can they do that? Because, you know, we have a lot of artists now that be submitting music, and some of them follow the guidelines, some of them don't. But we won't get into that. How can they be a part of your show?
So you can go to indiecharlotte.com and submit your music. If you just want to come get interviewed and be on the show, then you can just message us directly, and we can talk about all that.
That is dope.
Yes, and I have had the fortunate ability and time to spend with Adrian working on this show.
Definitely.
You know, I got the phone call one day and said, you know, could you help us out? And I said, of course I'll help you out. You know, I thought it was great, and I got to meet some characters. You know, some of these artists, man, are it's just awesome seeing the different personality, the different music videos that they put together, and just seeing all the people that's around the area. You know, Adrian, man, you're doing something really, really good for this area, man. I'm just happy to have my company, Synphany Media, be a part of it.
And that's, I was about to say, like, you know, each show, like, you know, Mouthin Out has a different look than Indie Charlotte. Mouthin Out is just more raw, everything's real.
Right.
But Indie Charlotte, you're kind of going to get more of like a quality aspect, you know, working with Synphany in his studio. But just like we want it to look a certain way.
Right,
you know?
right.
Different shows.
Man, and look, and let me tell you something. He is so, when I say supportive, again, there's a lot of different artists, okay? They come from a lot of different walks of life, okay? But this man is nice, okay? His name is very fitting. He just be like, you know, I be smiling, looking like, what he gonna say? He don't say nothing. He don't discourage anybody.
Yeah, let them do. They're themselves. Let them get it off, and then keep it moving.
Hey, they enjoying themselves. Sometimes
right.
I think it's the experience, and I think what you're giving them is the experience. I mean, they were, you know, the last show they were able to come to the station and actually perform live, do a virtual showcase. Man, I thought that was just awesome.
Dope. Yeah. That was dope. And so now you are actually planning for November the 21st, the Out the Mud event. Like, tell us a little bit about that.
So yes, that's gonna be being live streamed. Synphany Media, powered by Synphany Media.
There you go.
We'll be in South Carolina this time. 50 plus artists. Black Zach headlining. I added up all the followings. It was probably close to like 1.5 million.
Wow.
They have audiences in Charlotte, LA, Texas, Florida, Atlanta. So it's going to be big. So our live stream, I'll be interviewing all of the guests, and you might get snippets of the performances and stuff like that. So definitely tap in and watch that. You can see that on the Mouthin Out YouTube channel. Just make sure you like, subscribe, comment.
That's it.
Hey, speaking of the Charlotte area and success and music, oh man, I would be a disgrace or disservice to not mention two guys, King Carter and Arnold Taylor
Big facts.
of
Woo-hoo.
South Coast Music Group.
Big
I mean, literally, they have taken the Carolinas to a whole nother level.
Taking
Now,
over the industry.
I mean, literally.
Can you
I
hit
mean,
the button for that? Hit the
yes,
button.
Adrian, hit the button.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Preston. He got your button.
Look
today.
at Preston.
It's okay. We're good.
No, but Billboard named. I can't. I think his name Dodd Carter, but let's just call him King Carter.
Yeah.
Billboard named King Carter and Arnold Taylor the top 10 power players of 2020.
Yep.
Wow.
Billboard. This is
Hip-hop and
Billboard.
Yes.
Billboard is widespread with all genres of music, but
Yes.
they in the hip hop they own it now. Like I mean,
It's
literally.
well deserved. Changing the game, changing
is.
the sound, all of that.
I mean, and this is amazing. It says that Interscope partner South Coast Music Group. So let's go back, rewind. Interscope partner. So that means they partner with Interscope.
Yep.
Okay. Let me just So Interscope partner South Coast Music Group became major players in 2019 with The Baby, entering into Billboard's first Billboard 200 #1 album with Kirk, and a top 10 single on the Hot 100 with Suge. This year, the MC solidified his standing among rap elites by nodding his second consecutive #1 on the Billboard 200 with Blame It On The Baby. This guy is successful with his 2 albums.
Stunner for Vegas is with Interscope too.
Yes.
Time.
Now let's
Wow.
let's go ahead and shout him out. Stunner for Vegas,
Salisbury native.
Salisbury, right here. I mean,
Shit.
literally, like across the street from the
Wow.
station. Across the street, he used to hang across the street from the
And
station.
if y'all don't know, we in the country now, so like when you get people like that popping off, it's just amazing.
It's amazing.
It gives you hope.
It
Yes,
is.
that's what
I
it
mean,
is. It
I'm
gives you
loving
hope.
all of this, progress that we're doing in the music industry.
Big facts.
And I feel like it's people like you, Steve the Dream. It's people like y'all that really are keep bringing it to the light. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I definitely want to give a shout out to King Carter.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely want to give a shout out to Arnold Taylor, and then of course my boy Sporty Oda.
Yeah, shout him out.
Movie time.
Yeah,
Movie.
this Social Currency Enterprises is the next. I know
Definitely is.
it's going. It's the
Yo,
next.
did you see the chains?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Did you see the
Brought
chains?
their whole
That's
roster.
crazy.
The little chains.
I
This is
know.
how
Not
you
my
do
little
it.
chain, but they got chain.
Definitely got some chains.
Man,
man.
because
I mean,
they
this is
making
great.
change. They
Yeah.
doing it up. And again, that's my passion. I think so much is that trying to get people to understand the opportunities that are before them. Like, it would be a crying shame for all these people around this, and I'm speaking like of this radio station, WLJZ 107.1.
Yeah.
Like, for you, everybody around here in this community, not to take advantage of all the things. Like, this is a platform.
Right.
And I mean, even for you, like, can you speak on how important it is to utilize like film directors, such as yourself, like radio,
Producers.
social media, producers, like, these are the people, DJs, these are the people you want to connect with
Definitely.
to move forward.
That's very important. I mean, the tools and the resources are there. You just have to go. I want to say you need to go create the opportunity, because a lot of these people, like, you have the producers, you have the filmmakers and all that, but they're kind of just waiting for the opportunity to come to them. You definitely can't wait, especially over here in the Carolinas, because we aren't as quick pace as
Right.
LA, New York, Atlanta. So you need to
Right.
go create the opportunity, and you see somebody that does something that can help you, or that you can help them, and it just comes together, then y'all need to, get it done.
Get it done,
Because it's needed. It's needed.
man.
If you
And
ain't gonna do it, somebody will.
you're right, because they definitely doing it.
Yeah.
And this man, Adrian Nyce, is definitely doing it. Like he said, to start off this whole conversation, he didn't have the money to do all the things he wanted to do, so he created that space for himself. And if you
There
can
you go.
create your own lane, like,
Let's just create, everybody.
yes, let's create. All right, and now while we're creating, let's go ahead and fill in the blanks.
Yeah, let's play this game.
Blanks.
Let's play this
Blanks.
game.
All right, so I'm a ask maybe about two questions,
How's
and
the
then
game work? How's the game
Okay.
work? Let's
So-
explain that first.
Okay, so this is how the game works. One of the questions might be my favorite. I wouldn't be a sneakerhead without these sneakers.
And then you just fill in the blank. Like, because this is not staged, people. This is not staged. He did not want to know what we were going to ask him because he's so, how he is. He's so smooth with it. Go. So, yeah, that's it. So, yeah.
So, I'll open it up.
Go ahead. You go ahead. Take it away.
My first question is, I feel most complete when?
I am outside and running.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Not me.
He's almost there.
Not me.
He got 2,500 miles on that. Okay, so you want me to go? I'm going to go next, right? This is a more intimate question. Okay. Not too intimate because we're on the radio. But this is perfect music, too. I guess, this is just plain, but whatever. Are you single?
I am single.
You are?
Yeah.
It's a two-part question.
Okay.
So
I was going to say, you just forgot all about the question.
Right.
Just ask your own question.
Right. Okay. So you are single. Yeah. Now, what are you looking for a lady in your life, or are you just solely focused on your career at hand?
So I'll say I'm open to the situation.
That's a good answer.
Okay. Yeah, ladies, you hear that?
The girl they just got to be aware of the pace that I move. That's really the problem that happens. I just move at a certain pace. So
y'all hear that, ladies?
I'm definitely open to the situation.
Can you get the batting of my eyes real quick? Okay. It's on you, Prez.
Let's see.
He said,
You just threw the whole thing off another course, but okay.
I like it though. I like it.
Figure out something to wrap this joint up. Nah, I'm playing. If you weren't a filmmaker or a podcaster, what would you be?
A runner.
What's an Olympic runner?
Like if I wasn't doing film and if I wasn't running, I don't know what I'd do. That's life.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's life, definitely.
Wow. You really like running. You really have a passion for running.
To be honest, like after I did that run, I took like a long break because I will say that made me hate running. Only because it was forced.
Right.
Yeah. Running is about like freedom.
Yeah.
Just enjoying. But, now I'm kind of missing it.
But you're free, so you can just run.
Exactly. And that's another thing. It don't cost much or anything. You know what I'm saying? You can just get out there and go.
And it's healthy, man. I'm about to start running. I'm going to do it. Around my cul-de-sac out there.
Hey, start right there.
Right around in that little circle. Okay. There's never a day that goes by without me talking to
God.
Good.
Gotta throw God in there.
That's so
definitely.
Sweet. That's really
Without
great.
this, none of this would be possible. Faith is a huge thing, and there's a study out there like if your children, they don't. There's a study that says that children that don't believe in God, they don't take as many risks.
Man.
I don't want to say God, but just believe in something.
Right.
They don't take as many risks.
But it makes sense though.
That's very important. Having faith and just having enough confidence to just fail. And stuff like that. So
that was good.
Enough confidence to fail. You better say that because a lot of people are afraid to fail. That's why they don't do anything. But here you are doing like 20 things, but that's great because you don't want to spend your life doing one thing and like work and you hate it and you never like 9 to 5 work, okay? And you hate it and you never tap into your creative side.
Use
like
it to get to the next.
I think that's it. I mean, my dad, he always used to tell me all the time, like growing up, son, you're young enough to fail and start over.
Wow.
You're young enough to fail and start over, so I would just do that.
I mean, worst thing that can happen, it's not really that much.
Yeah.
Right. Start something else. Start something else, man. Like
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I took it as try to do as much as you can while you while you can. You know what I mean? Because I learned once I had a family, then I can't just come and go like I used to back in the day.
You better talk about that, man.
Okay, let me make sure the camera's on me. No, back in the day, I mean, I used to just be gone. Like, drop it. Hey, we're going to Texas. Gone. You know what I mean? I can't move like that anymore.
Money.
So
Right.
back in my days, back in my little tour days. But I mean,
Right.
now I have to, arrange everything. I have to make sure everybody's okay before I leave. And,
Yeah.
make sure everything's taken care of. I can't just up and go. But when I was just going, it gave me time to really work on my craft and do the things. Because I was telling somebody this the other day. I spent years and years and years learning how to engineer and produce. Years in the studio. I mean, like 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the morning, all
Right.
day long in the same seat, producing and engineering, over and over and over. I don't have that kind of time anymore.
Nah.
I don't have that kind of time to sit and learn another craft, like that, without sacrificing, a lot. But at this point in my life, I can just walk in here in the studio and bing, 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 bing. We good to go, and it's on and popping.
Yeah. But
know what I mean?
And that's why it's so great that, like, for me, I have children now, and so my time is limited. And so even when I'm talking to a person,
Right.
I value their time, and they don't have no choice but to value mine, or we won't be talking.
Yeah,
But then it makes you just do your job better. Because it's like get it right, one rule. Like when I do it this time, I have to get it right. I don't have time to keep, turn me up in the headphones, give me some water, over and over again. Like, no, get it right the first time.
Put
That's
some more
it.
treble.
Yeah.
That's my word.
Yo,
So,
that's funny.
man,
That's
we could keep on talking, y'all, but we do have to wrap it up. We hate to say
Wrap it up.
bye. We
Where's
have
that box?
to
Dave
wrap it
Chappelle.
up. Yes.
Go ahead and hit that button, Adrian. Go ahead and listen.
Adrian said he got to imagine.
You know the little skit. I'd love to come out with a skit. Oh, we are going to come out with a show called Planet Adrian. So I'm going to have guests. It's going to be a sketch comedy show. But the
Yes.
guests,
Man, that sound
before
good.
they come on, they're going to enter like a shuttle. And it'll like shake.
See,
And then when
I
they
love
land,
his mind.
You'll be on a planet.
That's dope.
It's so wonderful.
That's an experience, right?
He just took me on a ride. I was just in that shuttle.
Yes,
I
you
was
was in
just
it. You
in
seen it, right?
I just saw it, man.
My man's
Y'all,
all right.
Again, this is WLJZ 107.1 FM. This is the bottom line, and we just gave you the bottom line.
Yes.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel,
There you go.
WLJZ 107.1, and Instagram. It is the same, WLJZ 107.1. Listen, because that's a lot. So just go to Google. Y'all know how y'all do.
There you go.
Type
Go to
in
Google.
WLJZ.
Hey, I got some great news for you.
What do you have?
We are on Google. We are verified by Google now.
We verified. That's good stuff.
Verified. Yes.
Yes.
Not by Instagram just yet, but Google
We working
verifies
on
us,
it.
so that's
We
great. That's a
working
step in the right
on it.
direction.
That's it.
But keep working. Follow us on all our social platforms. Subscribe to us. Hit our website at WLJZ.107.com. Sorry,
go.
that's my fault.
Them the tongue
And
twisters right there.
hit our request line at 704-216-5236.
5236.
Yeah,
Hey, Adrian, please let them know again where they can find you, because they gonna want to find you, especially them ladies in our thing.
Yeah, come on and find me. I'm out here, you know. You can find me on the gram at Adrian Nyce, ADRIANNYCE with a Y, not an I. And then Mouthin out, MOUTHIN. Follow me, subscribe, all that.
We're gonna have to get on that Mouthin Out show. That's just that, because we want to play
do
some
it.
games. I think Synphany, Prez, and we will have to come. The bottom line,
got 'em.
come
Yeah.
and visit y'all. I think that would be dope. Y'all, as we always say, make sure y'all love on somebody, but always love yourself.
Because self-love is the best love.
Just like that.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, Adrian, I must say, I want to personally thank you for coming out and joining us today. You know, this guy has become a really good friend of mine, so I just want to give him thanks for coming and hanging out with us, on the bottom line.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to some music.
All right.
That's it.
Peace.
Ah!